Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Suburbs Cricket Club in sunny Auckland. We are coming to you live, broadcasting East Coast Bays and Suburbs Newland Cricket Club. The current score is 31 for 1 after 6.5 overs, and you are live with Martin and Nev on a Saturday morning. How is everyone?
G'day, Nev.
Morning, Martin. It's a lovely day out here, isn't it?
It is better than expected. Contrary to the weather report, it's actually quite a beautiful day here today, so we should be live all day.
It is always a bit of a coin toss coming up to Auckland, but it seems to have turned it on today. As you said, last night was a little bit wet up here in the north.
Contrary to the weather report.
But it looks like we have got a cracker on our hands. Our current batsmen are Harrison and TVI Van Ingelkarl. Harrison on 4 runs after 12 balls. Van Ingelkarl 14 runs after 26 balls. Bowling, currently we have MJ Barry. He is conceded 4 runs for no wickets after 1 over.
So with 32 for 1. Fairly slow start from East Coast Bays.
Conservative start after a very, very early loss of a wicket. Not sure if anybody caught that, but it was still a run out from what I was from what I've been told. And a nice change up today from the artificial turf down at Grafton Cricket Club midweek.
It's a fairly solid start without being spectacular, and played away to the offside there very well by that one's edged away and picked up inside the fence. East Coast Bays not taking too many chances at this stage.
No, you'd expect after 7.5 overs to be starting to put the trigger down. We had a pretty high scoring game midweek. It was a 200 run chase, and during the evening, as the light gets darker and darker, it gets very, very hard out there ball watching. So obviously a bit of a disadvantage if you are chasing, but lovely and bright and sunny out here this morning.
Certainly was a high-scoring game, that last one. Probably the artificial pitch, like you say, had something to do with it. Didn't make it easy for the bowlers, but there was plenty of action for the fans that were there. Plenty of stuff lifted into the trees.
All sorts of funny boundaries, and again today, famous at lots of cricket clubs here in New Zealand, we have overlapping boundaries across multiple fields. So out of the 2 games...
There we go.
Oh!
And they're away, and he's got it through.
He's got it through. That is 4 runs.
Fairly agricultural, but nevertheless, good shot. Much needed boundary there by East Coast Bays.
Pretty tidy start from Suburbs, keeping the run rate nice and low. We've got a net run rate after 8.1 overs of 5.2. We're 41 for 1. We do encourage you, if you are a local, another Big hit. We got 2 fieldsmen under it, and that is, it is put down and over the boundary. That will be 4 runs. Always hard walking backwards onto a boundary with under a high ball like that. As I was saying, if you do have a spare moment today, ladies and gentlemen, it is a double header. Do head down. It is beautiful out here at Suburbs Cricket Club. We're at Binstead Ave in Auckland. Big appeal and given. We are 46 for 2 after 8.4 overs.
So that's just not what East Coast players needed at this point.
No,
Any sort of
just saying
momentum they
it's a bit
require.
of a slow start already.
I'm going to pop off the commentary box briefly, so I'll leave you in the capable hands of Nev.
We will catch you soon, Martin. A new batter will be back for the final ball of the over. We also have a beautiful summer of cricket starting today with the Burger King Super Smash kicking off. The new batsman to the crease is Michael Ross. We are 46 for 2 after 9 overs. The net run rate is 5.11. And as we've already come to you, it is a bit of a slow start here. I think it's a bit of a slow pitch as well, by the looks of things. We also have the Burger King Super Smash kicking off today at 3:45 with the Northern Spirit taking on the Wellington Blaze. That will be broadcast to you live on Sky Sport from Snedden Park. Will be a cracker of a game if you have a spare afternoon to chuck some cricket on in the background. And again, this is a double header with the Knights and the Firebirds coming on at 7 o'clock this evening. And then tomorrow we have again another double header for the summer with the Otago Sparks playing the Canterbury Musicians, first ball at 1 o'clock. And then the Otago Volt versus the Canterbury Kings with first ball at 4 p.m. tomorrow. And then the matches that I am very keenly waiting for at the Eden Park Outer Oval on Christmas Eve. We have a double header with the Auckland Hearts versus the Wellington Blaze, followed by the Auckland Aces versus the Firebirds. And those will be absolute cracker of games. Particularly over the holidays, everyone nice and relaxed, setting up on the grass banks at beautiful Eden Park. Very hard to beat that stadium on a good day, particularly the Outer Oval. And after 10 overs, we are 48 for 2. Michael Ross 1 run after 3 balls, and R. Harrison 16 after 21. Bit of a conservative start here from another big appeal, but I think that was drifting wide. We do encourage you, ladies and gentlemen, if you have a spare afternoon, come down, and it is a cracker day shaping up here at Suburbs Cricket Club in New Lynn. Do come and say hi if you head down here. We are currently broadcasting live from the clubhouse with a beautiful view over the outfields and the river. If you are one of our viewers joining us live, do say hi. We are on the live chat and responding to you. And please do share it as well. It is a very brilliant thing that we are able to broadcast from a Slingbox studio, which is on the bleeding edge of technology here. You can jump on. And ladies and gentlemen, we would like to welcome Hemant to the commentary box this morning. How are you this morning, Hemant?
Yeah, not bad, thanks, Nevin. Great day for it here at Kinmonda.
Beautiful day, as that is driven away to cover.
Yep, so Suburbs go into this particular round undefeated. They've played 3, won 3, and it's sitting on 9 points. East Coast Bays have played 3, won 1, lost 2, sitting on 3 points. So a vital game for East Coast Bays. And the round 5 clash this afternoon on this particular live stream sees Suburbs playing Takapuna. So it could be a top of the table clash for this pool 1 position. With Takapuna currently sitting on 9 points, also undefeated. Currently, they're playing Kimu Cricket Club on the number 2 at the ground.
I'll just get it. Oh, another big appeal out there on the fields. Unfortunately, we've got the batsman facing away from us. We're going to call this the clubhouse end and the far end the river end. Oh, quick single. Good running between the wickets from East Coast Bays.
This is a handy little spell here from Mitchell Murray. bowling probably from what you would describe as the river end.
From the river end, yep. Would you say a slightly
estuary,
inclined?
maybe?
Yeah, the estuary, perhaps.
Wouldn't be right if I didn't say a quick shout out to Donners, who's scoring for Suburbs today. He's a Suburbs stalwart and part of the fabric of being at Suburbs, I suppose.
Oh, big swing and miss. Big swing and miss out there. And I think that is the key. When you're out here playing in this short over format, is just to keep that scoreboard ticking over and not to let that scoreboard pressure get to you. Obviously, we have said it is a bit of a slow start. I probably would have predicted a fairly high scoring game today, but after 12 overs, the net run rate is just 4.65.
Yeah, I mean, the minimum expectation is to double the score at this particular point. But I'd say with the lightning fast outfield, what appears to be a good strip, anything around that 150 would be competitive.
Fairly tidy start from Suburbs bowling as well. We've only had 6 extras after 12 overs. Currently in the attack we have Davies bowling from the clubhouse end. Oh, another big appeal. That's given. No, is it? No. No, it looked like a bit of, probably a bit high from what I can see. I don't have my handy binoculars to be able to bring you that live.
Just a slight correction, Evan. That's not Victor Davies.
That's not Victor Davies.
No, probably a little bit of a lag on.
Bit of a quirk of the technology here, ladies and gentlemen. Picked up and safely taken.
Great catch.
Brilliant catch. Brilliant running, diving catch. And that will be East Coast Bay's 56 for 3 after 12.1 overs. As I said, I may or may not be wrong. Given a quirk of the technology, we do have a slight delay between our scorecards updating and what is going on field.
So that was Meenhorst bowling. I was interested to see who took that catch actually.
It was a brilliant catch, running in on the boundary.
Yeah, it's always tricky taking those catches diving forward, so pretty brave effort and it paid off.
I think that's what Suburbs have to do here. Keep that pressure up. Put your body on the line, and you'll keep the score down. And as you said, if you are expected to double your score from about here on out, looking to chase anything under 150 will be brilliant.
Probably not so much in cricket. This was a hockey injury actually. It was my Achilles.
Oh, another one pitched up. Oh, quick singles. Oh, tidy running between the wickets.
In cricket I'd say just tight calves. Always tough. I know plenty of lactic acid build up, so it takes a good day or two to recover from.
Particularly as you're getting older, body's not responding as quickly as it used to.
I mean, the mind wills it, the body just doesn't react.
Worst injury that I've had, as I said, it's probably that old getting old with the lactic acid building up, taking a couple more days to recover than usual.
But I've got to admit, the science is definitely improving. I mean, a lot more players are aware of diet. They're a lot more aware of hydration and rest and recovery, whereas in my day it was it was very much
big bouncer coming in there.
What you'd describe as amateur hour.
And I think I'd have to say New Zealand would have to lead in terms of our awareness of conditioning. particularly taking lead from the All Blacks. Absolutely stunning to see the performance that they can crank out each week. None of that getting old out there business for them. Oh, another tidy single.
So I'm seeing 4 inside the circle, inside the 30 for Suburbs. So to the lefty, they had mid-wicket open. And it looks like a very similar field to the right-hander as well. So the bowler's line needs to be full and straight, especially with third man.
Wrong
right.
end. Could have been a mix-up there, but managed to get away with that second run.
Yep, so third man and fine leg were up on that last delivery, so definitely a plan in play, which is good to see.
Suburbs would be disappointed with that.
Yeah, that run-out attempt.
Yeah, they've been pretty tidy out there all morning. But after 13 overs, we are 58 for 3. Again, Suburbs are doing well out there, keeping the score down. Haven't had many boundaries this morning. We do have a smaller field here as well.
Yeah, what would you say? Probably maybe 70 metres square and possibly about 60 metres straight?
I would say so. You probably, with our big seamers up here, if you give a nice little top edge, I think you're looking in for some boundaries, definitely from the clubhouse side here.
And there always looks like there's more players on the field with these intersecting boundaries as well. So,
particularly with our uniforms being pretty closely coloured today, and me getting old and not wearing my glasses. So
yeah. And with the Kimu on the adjacent field in green as well, very similar to the East Coast Bays colours. So should be grateful that they're batting first.
And that's hit away to cover, but it looks like that is. Oh no, I could have been wrong again with my glasses. I'm not sure who's fielding out there on which field. I'm not sure if we can cut to our wide cam to give you a lovely look at our field setup out here. But as you can see in our top left corner, we've got a very interesting fielding setup with the circle of the.
Oh, Dane.
Oh, different way to cover again.
Didn't want to risk defeat. So we've got Dane Watson bowling from the estuary end. Very astute character. He'll have his plans and he'll know what he's trying to do.
Coming in for his third over. And very tidy spell of spin here as well. Oh, and as I say that, it is not driven away to the boundary.
No, he won't mind that.
No, as I said, keeping some singles and some dots. Very good when you're a spinner.
So this is where the reverse sweep, or even the sweep shot, the conventional sweep shot, played behind would be ideal. Seems like his plan is to pitch straight and for the batsman to be driving, and even hitting squares protected. So that's good use of the feet. But again, just restricted to a single.
Absolutely. You see the batsman starting to get restless out there, looking to push, looking to get that second. Been a very tidy over so far.
Yeah, nice use of the feet again. Hit straight.
Safely picked up. They're going to push. They are going to push, and they're going to safely get there.
That's good intent. Fielder will be disappointed with that.
And that is 65 for 3 after 14 overs. '67. I apologise, ladies and gentlemen. Quirk of the technology updating here. Is this?
One ball behind us.
And that is why we have a slight quirk. We're one ball behind the commentary updating live to our digital scorecards here. For any of our viewers who'd like to tune in, we are crickhq.com. We are Suburbs Newland Cricket Club versus East Coast Bays, coming to you live from beautiful Suburbs Cricket Club here in Auckland. Weather clearing and it's looking like it's going to be an absolute cracker. So if you can, please join us down here at the Cricket Club. Do say hi. We are on the second floor, coming to you from the balcony.
Yeah, and we have a change of bowler, Victor Davies, coming in from the clubroom end. And just a single there. It's great to see Victor playing back in the Auckland cricket competition.
Oh, and that sounds pretty...
Ooh, what's up?
That is high. Chasing back, and safe hands.
That's a great catch.
That is
running
a
back.
beautiful catch running back.
I was almost thinking that the guy coming in from deep was going to take it, but no.
Got some good calls out there as
yeah.
well. Some strong calling out there from the fielding team. They'll be happy with this this performance so far this morning.
It's good to see no hesitation, good intent, went for the
No,
ball, you know. So
absolutely committed.
yeah.
And that will be, once my scorecard updates down here, 68 for 4 after 14.2. And as we have mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, today kicks off the Burger King Super Smash, coming to you from Snedden Park. Double header with the women playing prior to the men, kicking off with the Northern Spirit versus the Wellington Blaze. That is at 4:45 this afternoon, followed by the Knights versus the Firebirds at 7. These will be coming to you live from Sky Sports. It's going to be a brilliant competition. We've also got our matches kicking off here in Auckland on Christmas Eve, and I for one will not be missing these matches. It's the Auckland Hearts versus the Wellington Blaze. That is starting at 11:45 on Christmas Eve. That will be followed by the Auckland Aces versus the Firebirds at 3 p.m. And tickets are available still through Ticketek. Do encourage you. There is a brilliant competition for every single ticket bought. You go into a beautiful prize draw. You can win some nice summer treats from BK and Auckland Cricket.
Yeah, and Eden Park Outer Oval is an amazing scene to watch.
It's
watch cricket.
unbeatable on a good day.
Yeah.
Oh, and that is a full toss, cut away, but safely
They're coming
picked
back
up,
for
and they're
two.
going to push, and they will get it.
Yeah, the fielder acknowledges could have been a bit closer to the stumps, and it would have tested.
It would have
been
been
a bit more
pushed.
testing,
Yeah.
It's a great family-friendly ground, the Eden Park Outer Oval. Especially sitting up on the bank there, looking across. And that's hit straight down the ground for a single. Victor's definitely trying to push it up there, trying to get the batsman hitting straight, but he does have a bit of protection, especially deep on the leg side.
As you say, ladies and gentlemen, we are one ball behind, but we are 70 for 4 after 14.3 overs. We are bowling from the clubhouse end at the moment. Oh! Oh! That is a
Wide
wide
signal. Might have been a plan there. Would have been great if it had come off. I think that's Johnny Bassett-Graham behind the stumps. I haven't seen the team list, so I believe he's playing. Oh, right in the block hole, good ball. And a single straight down the ground again, and that brings the 15th over to a close. Or was it? Yep.
And that is...
Oh, sorry, the 14th over to a close.
The 14th over to a close. That was 6 and a wicket off that last over. 73. I am very, very excited to get the summer of cricket underway, as we've been saying all morning. The Super Smash is kicking off this afternoon, coming from Stedman Park, which will be a beautiful, beautiful match. We've also, across the ditch, had the Super Smash kicking off as well. And also have our internationals, which I'm very, very eagerly awaiting, with India and Sri Lanka touring very, very soon.
So this is Mitchell Murray back into the attack.
And this is what East Coast players just have to do when the boundaries aren't very easy. Just keep that scoreboard ticking over, keep those singles coming in. Look, being able to get one off the ball is better than getting stuck in your crease.
Yeah, and it's good at these later stages, trying to take the pace off the ball. And
oh, that is picked up.
And that's hit deep mid-wicket, and they're coming for 2, and ooh, a dive to get in.
Back, yeah.
Nice piece of fielding out there, though.
Suburbs have been tidy all morning. It has been efficient performance out there.
Oh, hit straight.
Picked up again, and fielder under it,
yeah.
and again, safe hands of Suburbs Cricket Club. That will be 76 for 5 after 15.4. It is looking like it is going to be an absolutely cracker day out here in New Lynn. So if you do have your first morning of your holiday break free, please come and join us. Say hi. We're coming to you live from the clubhouse at Suburbs Cricket Club at New Lynn. We are currently broadcasting live East Coast Bays versus Suburbs New Lynn Cricket Club. And after 15.4, we are 76 for 5.
And just quickly running through the scorecard to date, and apologies if I get some of the names slightly a little bit wrong. Sorry, just disappeared there for a second.
Oh, and that is picked up and fallen safely between the fielders out there.
So Van Ingel Carl caught Cracknell, bowled Watson for 20 off 32. Cole Briggs run out Devereux, 5 off 4 balls. R. Harrison caught Majita bowled Davies for 26 of 30. Michael Ross.
And that is lifted high and wicket.
I'll just pause there for a second, and yeah, so it's taken by James Parslow. Pretty soft dismissal in the end,
Pretty
wasn't it?
soft dismissal, yeah. You can definitely tell that the scoreboard pressure is getting to East Coast, looking to lift their score in the last quarter of this innings.
So just finishing off the scorecard, Michael Ross, caught Hannam, bowled Menhorst, 6 off 14. Louis Delport, caught McLeod, bowled Murray, 10 off 10. Ryan Sherhout, not out, 3. And Onslow caught Majitha, bowled Murray, 0. So according to Cricket HQ, live score is 77 for 7. A run rate of 4.81. And some of those bowling figures: McLeod 3 overs, none for 16. Devereaux 2 overs, none for 5. Barry no wickets for 4. Watson 3 overs, 1 for 19. Mitchell Murray 4 overs, 2 for 13. So he's that's not a bad spell.
That's not a bad score at all, is it?
Victor
I will
Davies,
take that any day of the week.
2 overs, 1 for 11, and Menhorst just a 1 over, 1 for 5.
And looking like it's going to be another low-scoring game, and that looks like it's going to be the theme of the week. I'm not sure if...
Oh, that's a missed opportunity there.
I'm not sure if ladies and gentlemen at home are aware, but midweek we had an under-21s team bowled out for 17 in a local 2020 tournament. Not as...
Oh, it's a good shout and given. So from what I could see, it pitched in line and was going on to hit. So
been some soft dismissals this morning from
nice change
West
of
Coast.
angle. It's bringing on spin from the clubroom end as well. So
Suburbs will be happy with this performance.
I think they're finding taking the pace off the ball is definitely helping.
Yeah, definitely keeping this under.
Which makes you think: is it holding up a little bit off the deck?
Is it grabbing a little bit? As I said, keeping anything under 100 this morning, Suburbs will be very, very happy with that. As I said, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a beautiful full day of cricket planned here. Do come and join us if you can. We are broadcasting live from Newlyn, Suburbs Cricket Club. As we said, 78 for 6 after 16.1 overs. Not quite as low as being bowled out for 17, and that took just 17 balls to chase down.
Yeah, and the batsman's taking his time getting out to the middle as well.
He is.
Never seen that before. A timeout. A wicket given based on a timeout. I believe it's 2 minutes. Is his time to get out there.
Before,
so.
yeah. Tell him to shake a leg, get a hustle.
Oh, and he's used his feet, gone down.
High and safely taken again. Wow, some very, very soft dismissals here from East Coast. They will not be happy with this. If we can get you a ball by ball, that'd be I'm going to bring it up in a second, but we are going to cross correspondence in a second. Thanks, Hemant, and now we will switch over back to Martin. And if you have joined us this morning, ladies and gentlemen, we do thank you for that, for keeping us company down here. It has been an absolute cracker of a morning. I can't wait to get out there and onto the fields, soak up some rays, maybe work on the old tan this morning for the first day of my summer holiday, which I've been keenly awaiting all week. I'm not sure about you, Hemant, but...
Yeah, I thought I'd jump back in while Martin's disappeared for a minute. But yeah, I'll try and multitask, try and direct some of these these cameras, and yeah, try and commentate a little bit at the same time. So.
And as a bit of a treat, during our innings break, I will try and endeavour to get a couple of cameras set up to have a look at just how we are bringing this to you live, and particularly potentially having an audience camera out there as well. It is a cracker of a day out here, and I'm not sure if our viewers at home would believe us, but we are broadcasting this all live off an iPad. The miracles of technology.
Yeah, and it's great to see 28 viewers, so feel free, add some comments, and we'll try and respond to them as we can. So Martin's just come back in, so I'm just going to hand him the mic.
Is it afternoon yet?
It is afternoon. We have just gone 8 minutes past 12. We are 78 for 8 after 16.3 overs. East Coast are going to be a bit disappointed with some of their dismissals. A couple of very soft wickets out there, particularly the last 3, I'm going to have to say.
Yeah, they've collapsed like a deck of cards out here today. They won't be happy with this at all.
No.
Pitch doesn't look particularly green, doesn't seem to be any dings in it.
No, but we did get shifted this morning, or no, sorry, not this morning, on Thursday we were meant to be broadcasting live from a Leeward domain in Auckland's North Shore, but the covers, would you believe it or not, had blown off overnight. And we were then shifted to Grafton Cricket Club, which has its own quirks, but we are the last ball of the 16th over from the estuary end.
Move on.
Yep.
Nice
We
shot
apologise, ladies and gentlemen, for slight technical difficulties. We have a bit of a cable spaghetti setup down here with cables going in and out of everything.
Good old technical difficulties.
The old technical difficulties this morning, well and truly.
Yeah, anyway, just back onto that pitch. Yeah, that was AstroTurf, but from what I'm seeing out the window here, this looks like a bit of a belter. It looks, there's a little bit of green on it, but just a few spots. I didn't actually go out and inspect the thing close up, but certainly looks like it's full of runs, really.
I am quite surprised at that. We do have such a low-scoring game.
Yes, we could be heading for an early finish here at this stage for this game anyway.
Suburbs are quite keen on the chase as well. We were actually out here last week with one Martin Guptill, who was live on the field. This is Martin Guptill's home club. So we had a bit of a walk around with him, had a bit of a chat, catching up to see how the start of his season is going. And this is also Jet Rival's home club as well. So a good amount of history. And that is nicely
to the offside.
cut away to the offside.
Speaking of history, when we were out here last week, I managed to catch up with a 94-year-old chap who was one of Suburbs' founding players. Started when he was 18, pre-war.
Would you believe that?
He may even be out here again today. So fascinating character. But yeah, he'd made the effort. He had a help with him. But it was a really interesting story. It's quite incredible, really. That we actually talked to another gent who was in his 70s, and he was another generation. So we've talked to many generations of fans out there. I'm sure there's some young kids out there as well.
What we'll do during the innings break, ladies and gentlemen, is we'll try and get some interviews from the crowd watching live down here in a correspondent in the field. I'll jump down on one of our handy roving cameras and see if we can get you a couple of quick comments from the field.
While we're on that subject, if you are actually at the ground, tune into the live stream. You will get a little bit of a delay from what you're seeing on the screen, but you'll get to hear us and you'll get to see what's on the screen. Couple of quick runs there. Nice to
that could have been. That could have been close.
I think that is out. I think it is.
Oh wow, Suburbs are going to be happy with that, and East Coast are going to be disappointed.
It's all gone a bit pear for East Coast base here today.
Yes, it has indeed.
This is 85 for 9 in a T20. No one's going to be proud of that effort. Obviously we haven't seen the other side bat yet, so we don't know if it's competitive, but you wouldn't think so at this stage, would you, Neff, really?
No, not at all.
This isn't something you'd want to be proud of for your East Coast Bays. They've certainly struggled out there today.
Although, as I have said, stranger things have happened. Under 21s tournaments this week getting bowled out for 17 runs after 9.2 overs. Took just 17 balls to chase it down.
Yes, this is true. That was under 21. It wasn't under 17s.
It was under 21s.
Oh, it was under 21s.
Under 21s.
And of course the famous New Zealand all out for 26, so they're well ahead of that at this stage.
I'm not sure if any of the viewers at home were tuned in at the beginning of the summer against England, where Martin and I were very, very keen and hoping that England would collapse and relinquish that, or perhaps not relinquish, but take up that top spot from New Zealand.
Yeah, they did collapse. They collapsed so bad that the game was all over before I even got there on the first day, just about. So that was a little bit disappointing, but...
I'm not sure if anybody caught that, but one of our overlapping boundaries out there, our fieldsman running backwards and falling over the boundary.
And, do we know who's playing on that other boundary? We're not sure.
We've got Taka and Kumu out in the far fields. What looks like the Australian colours, and down here for East Coast playing in the green and gold of South Africa.
Mm. Yes, and with 2 hours to go, I guess they just have to scrape together what they can. And
they have to just try and pile as many runs on the board as possible.
Well, they've only got 1 wicket to go, so they can't really get out either. So,
although look, some of our lower order batsmen can give us a brilliant performance. Look at Southey knocking that around when he when he gets on strike sometimes.
That's correct. Unfortunately, he doesn't do it often enough. But Trent Bolt seems to be a bit of a. He's got a tremendous eye. To the lower
Lovely
order of New
20.
Zealand.
Lovely 20.
But that might be trademark, man.
Do give a shout out to any of the fans of any other commentary collectives which might broadcast live over the summer.
Oh yes, all commentators. This is our second dig. I think this is your first dig in the seat, isn't it? I know you've been in before.
I had a brief jaunt at it. Oh!
It's just not.
It is just not going East Coast's way this morning.
East Coast's way, no.
They've had a net run rate of 4.7. We are halfway through the final over. No, we're not. Rating point 5. So 1 over to go after this. It's the final over from the clubhouse end.
And it's, again, not much happening out there for Suburbs. They kept it out, but that's not going to help them.
No.
I think we're down to the last over, in fact. So
we are down to the last over from the estuary end. After 19 overs, we are 88 for 9. So just the 1 wicket in hand for East Coast. And Suburbs will be happy. I'm sure a couple of missed opportunities out there in the fields, but they have kept this run rate to a tidy 88.
yeah, if you work it out, it's under 4. So that's not good in a 50-over game.
East Coast's lowest first inning score since the 2013-14 season is 103 for 8 versus Takapuna earlier this season. So, that is wide.
Down the leg side, that'll help Suburbs, but not East Coast Bows, but not much. And if that's that's not good
No,
news.
it looks like they're going to be falling well short of that today.
Yeah, they won't be happy. They're going to need some sort of special bowling effort here today.
No, yeah. Gonna have to get in there,
Pushed
keep some
out.
tidy lines. They're gonna.
It's another single,
No,
but not enough at this stage. So, how is your Christmas plans there shaping up, Nev? Anything exciting planned for the big day, or?
I think the most exciting thing for me this year is probably going to be trying to challenge myself to get all my Christmas shopping done in a mad midnight shopping rush in one of the circles.
Ball now? Yeah. Oh, it should be wide, but no.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Apparently he's
Down
not
the
as
big
tough
side,
as
but no.
tough as international level. Yeah, no.
How was that for a line, eh?
Johnny. How you doing, mate? You right? Yeah, good, mate.
I will go and have a look at what is happening downstairs, but I think our field mic is having a couple of technical difficulties. But that is the end of the innings. That is 91 for 10.
Good time for a break.
Good time for a break. So we will come back to you shortly, ladies and gentlemen. We thank you for staying with us.
Reconnect the field mic.
Burger King Super Smash is the hottest ticket in town this summer. Buy Burger King Super Smash tickets and win super prizes instantly. The more T20 games you get to, the better the prize, guaranteed. And if that's not hot enough for you, you'll be entered into the weekly prize draw with a chance to win the grand prize at the end of the Super Smash season. So head to tickettech.co.nz and get the hottest ticket in town with Burger King Super Smash!
My child didn't come home hungry, so it was
We can go over the nets or.
You know, if you're getting me, just see if you can hear me. Welcome back to Suburbs Cricket Ground. I've managed to take over the lead now. The chase is on. 2 out. Anyway, so yeah, welcome back. Suburbs. Suburbs don't have a big chase on their hands, but we'll see how they go. I imagine that pitch has baked off quite substantially since this morning as well, which is going to help Suburbs and probably not help East Coast Bays. And there's straight away a big hit out to the offside, and this runs and just pulled in side the fence, but completely different start to what we saw this morning. So good shot there. And they're on the board already, and four without loss in the first over. So Suburbs off to a good start. Coming in again. Oh, nice bit of pace there from the bowler.
Do we have another one of these?
What do you, I think it's buzzing. Yes.
I'll just change the XLR.
Yeah.
Do we have another lightning?
Yeah, you mean a iPod port?
Yeah.
Yeah, my car. In the front, it's mine. It's hooked up to my stereo. Welcome back. Nearly breakthrough there for Suburbs. So yeah, an early breakthrough there in the chase. So maybe it'll be more a closer game than we thought. Early wicket, just what East Coast Bays needed. sure to slow Suburbs down. Bowler comes in now. He's pushed out to the offside. For a single, so Suburbs really can take their time here and try and build up a score. They really don't need to take too many chances at this stage, but they have lost that early wicket. So sorry, but we're picking up a few of the people in the around the we're next to the scorers, so we might pick up a bit of volume from them, unfortunately. But they're doing a fantastic job picking up the score for us. 7 for 1 now. We've got some slow bowling on, and that's nicely played away. It's tucked away off his pads. Just a single though. Nice shot. Bowler comes in and just pushed away defensively again. As I say, Suburbs don't have to take too many risks at this stage of this total. And they probably want to get it wiped off as quickly as possible, but we'll see. Oh, there's a good shot, but no, straight to the fielder. No run. So Suburbs 9 for 1. As I say, lovely day out here. Hope everybody's enjoying a bit of mad Christmas shopping, or if you're not, come down to the ground. Pushed away again for no run. Picking up the score of cricket, HQ of who's actually batting. And this time he's got it through. It's a bit of a chase on there for the East Coast based player. Manages to reel it in, but they keep it comfortable too. You right? We're doing lock it off. Just lock it off. So there's pace from the sort of squirted out into the onside, picked up easily by the fielder. So yeah, they're using pace from the club room end here. So Suburbs not off to a flyer in this chase, but as I say, a fairly low score.
Set in the same area. Yeah.
So welcome back. Ball's coming in and comes in and he bowls, and again just a defensive shot. So like I say, Suburbs not off to a flyer here, but they really don't have to be. Really is a beautiful day here, so can come down. Be a great double header of cricket. Another big game on this afternoon.
Oh, you can't add them.
Oh, that could be out. That is out. So he scooted it away onto the offside, and straightforward catch to the field, went out there at point. So disappointing dismissal there. So 2 down now. So maybe this pitch has more demons in it than I expected. Surprising that could be in for a very low scoring game on both sides. May not be as easy for batting as I expected at all. Suburbs 13 for 2 at this stage then, so
What's the score? 13 after 2. Yeah.
so there might be some life in this pitch after all. The pace bowler coming in from the club room end seems to be extracting a bit of life from this pitch. Certainly more than I would have expected looking at the pitch, but there you go. Comes in bowls and it's a defensive shot. It's an end of a good over for East Coast Bays, fighting their way back into this match. Let's spin at the other end on. We've got a technical difficulties with one of our microphones down on the ground there, so every now and again having to work around that one. It's pushed away for no run again. The spinner keeping it tidy from the mangrove end and and that one's pushed away for a quick single. Easy single on the offside. Yeah, so the spinner's coming in from the mangrove end. He's doing a good job. Keeping it tight. So Suburbs doing a pretty good containment job at this stage, but I'd still have my money on, East Coast Bay's doing a pretty good containment job, but I'd still have my money on Suburbs if I was a betting man. So lovely afternoon for cricket here. Hope everyone's having a safe and time out there and not getting too stressed out at the stores. If you are prepared, unlike I am, you're probably already long done with your Christmas shopping and relaxing. Hopefully got your feet up, hopefully tuned into us. If not, good luck out there with the traffic, etc. So we've got the paceman still continuing from the clubroom end. He comes in now. There's Bowers, so attacking stroke that's well played. He's beaten the field and should go all the way as a long chase, but yeah, no, can't see if he's pulled it in. But he got it says three runs there, nice shot, classical stroke, all along the ground, no risk. Comes again, bowls. This one's a bit more streaky, but pushed out onto the offside. Picked up at deep third man rather. Just a single. So this young pace bowler's looked pretty good so far. Certainly given the Suburbs batsman a bit of heat. Defensive shot there, no run. Just looking at Auckland Cricket website, we've got the win probability for Suburbs at 92%. So 83 runs to win off 112 balls at a target run rate of 4.5 or 4.45. So yeah, Cricket HQ projected score would be 172. And the batting team's win probability would be 92%. So, if I was a betting man, which I'm not, you'd have Suburbs all the way, even though they've lost the couple of wickets. 22 for 2 at this stage. Pushed out to the offside, shot the stumps, no run. Yeah. Suburbs will be looking to clean this one up, get an early lunch in probably. Comes in bowls, and it's swing and a miss. 4 off the over. So we've got more spin coming in from the mangrove end. Unfortunately, I'm not getting stats of who's bowling there live on my app. So I'll just bring you the action the best I can. No co-commentator today at this stage. Nev's taking a few photos. Should be back soon though. He's played away on the onside, but it could have been a mix-up there, but no run. So yeah, that seems to be quite a plan here. Pace from one end, the ground end comes in, bowls, pushed away into the offside, no run again. Yeah, it seems to be a bit of a plan here by East Coast Bays. Spin from the he's hit that one harder, but again it's straight to the fielder, so no run. Yeah, as I say, it's spin from the mangrove end, and pace from the clubroom end here. That one's pushed away on the onside, an easy single. No risk in that. Very hot day down here, so not what the weather predicted at all. In fact, getting pretty steamy here in the club rooms. Might have to open the windows a bit more. It's getting very warm. Nev's just signalling that. He'll be back in the box fairly shortly, I should imagine. Once pushed away, easy single on the onside. So I guess it's all dependent on how Suburbs want to play this. They're not taking any risk at this stage, but they don't need to. So. East Coast Bays do have the 2 wickets, but they're going to need a few more probably to push this one to the limit.
What happened to the family Christmas then?
Say hello.
Oh my goodness.
From East Coast Bays, they're definitely following a script. They've decided that pace one end, spin the other.
Down the bottom, we can put the low pass or the low cut on it and cut the...
Comes in, bowls, and also played and missed. For some reason,
It's cold over there.
third shot.
So,
Yeah, we're back to the action now. So there's plenty a bit of a hive of activity here. The scorers look to be enjoying themselves. Just looking around the club rooms. I think Nev's looking for something, not quite sure what.
Something to use as a fan.
I think you're going to be pushing your luck there, Nev. So I'm going to have to change into a singlet at some point, but I could do it. Yes, it's getting pretty warm down here actually. Very warm. Not what the weather predicted at all. Yeah, so it's pace again from the clubroom end. Pushed away on the offside. No run. Looks like Ned might be joining us back in the commentary. I hope so, because he might have a bit more of a clue of who's actually batting and bowling than I do. I'm just.
So it is.
We're bringing Ned back in now. Online.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Joining you back again in the commentary box, coming to you live from Suburbs Cricket Club here
That's
in
a big
New
shot.
Lynn. Oh, that is a big shot.
So,
And it is safely fielded
looks
on the
like
boundary.
Suburbs might have decided to put the foot down though.
Yeah, as we said, it was a bit of a slow innings from East Coast.
They also lost wickets all the way
And
through.
it was a steady loss of wickets throughout the innings. Suburbs making a good start of it. 26 for 2 after 6.4 overs, bowling from the clubhouse end.
As I've said, yep, they're keeping this pace up at the clubhouse end. There's definite plan going on here. The mangrove end spin. Clubroom's end is definitely pace. Not quite sure what they're thinking is there. But,
I think from the clubhouse end, there's a slight downhill towards the mangroves.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Is there any wind out there to speak of?
It is pretty still out there at the moment. It is beautiful and sunny. The temperature is starting to crank on up.
And it's clipped away, and it's picked up by a third man.
Oh, and they're going to push. They're going to push.
And they push for two, but no
And they'll
problem.
get it.
So you get another tidy over though from East Coast Bay, so they're not giving this one up.
And
But,
that
there from the club room and now picked that up. I should, and I can get a Cricket HQ predicted score win probability at this stage is 73%. Partnership of 13 requires 66 runs to win. So Nev, what do you reckon? I reckon this is still looking pretty good for
It's
Suburbs.
still looking pretty good Suburbs. As we said, spin back into the attack from the mangroves end down here at Suburbs. Spin has been tidy today. Boundaries not very forthcoming.
So spin's a popular technique in T20 these days, and it's very, 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 very good for containment. So yeah, just a quick single just taken there. Comes it again. Oh, reverse sweep. And just the run, but yes, we're seeing the reverse sweep creeping in more and more now. High risk shot, but again, spin coming in, and yeah, pushes away tightly for all. It's a bit close to the single. Oh, it comes off the batsman, and no chance for a second, but yeah, let's once again, yeah, it's tidy from the mangroves end. So we've got it's Delport bowling as the spinner from the mangrove end. He's doing a tidy job. Then comes in bowls. And, bump ball. Could have been a caught and bowled there for a second.
We do apologise if things get a little bit noisy down here, ladies and gentlemen. We are approaching the lunch break down here at Suburbs Cricket Club. We've just had our junior teams come in here. All beautiful sunny day here in Auckland. Please join us if you can. We are coming to you live from New Lynn.
Yes, we've been joined in the commentary area by a school team. It was unexpected, so you'll hear a bit of background noise.
Bit of chatter in the background from a young keen cricketers.
Yeah, not much we can do about that. We can't tell them where to eat their lunch. So they're looking keen and having some fun in there.
And we are 32 for 2 after 8 overs. Bowling from the clubhouse end, and we've got Aidan Morrison back into the attack. No, and the technology is confounding us again. We're just waiting for our scorecards to update here. But Pace again into the attack from the clubhouse end.
Pace, yep.
Oh, and they'll push again with the overthrow. Suburbs making very quick work of this. And we just had a comment from one of our viewers. Why are the games being played today? I would say it's probably Saturday morning cricket. For those of us, and that is cut nicely out to the boundary, and I'm about to, that is 4 runs.
Yeah,
No, it's not, is it?
I'm going to take a wild guess on that question, actually, Nev. That they're getting the last of it in before Christmas. I think these guys will go away over Christmas.
Oh no, that was stopped before the boundaries. Well fielded.
So yeah, they'll. We're not back on till the 5th. So I think it's these guys go away for a bit of a break. The players. So they're pushing 2 games in on today.
Double headers.
So and yes, it's another double header at Lord Ellesmere Park on the 5th. Not too sure who's playing at this stage, but yeah, it's so that's probably why they're pushing 2 games in today.
It is also the main feature of our summer of cricket with the Burger King Super Smash double headers all summer, with the women kicking the show off in the early afternoon, followed by the men's. And just this afternoon, we have got the Super Smash tournament kicking off at Snedden Park with, if you give me 2 seconds, the Northern Spirit versus Central. Oh no, I'm sorry, that is in a couple of weeks. Today we've got... Or not.
I don't think we've got anybody today. I think it looks like it's kicking off tomorrow.
We did have some matches today. Might be going live. Let's have a look at that.
Oh, there we are.
Live today, we have got the Spirit versus the Blaze from Seddon Park, followed by the Knights versus the Firebirds.
Not sure if they are both covered live on Sky Sport, but if you want something a bit more close to home, stay tuned into us.
A bit more grassroots, would you say, Martin?
Well, I'm not sure whether I should be promoting. Obviously, you should have a look at the Burger King Super Smash, but I encourage you to stay with us too if you're.
There'll be fantastic games if you can get down. And on Christmas Eve, as we've been telling you all morning, we'll be coming to you live from Eden Park, Outer Oval. With the Auckland Hearts versus the Wellington Blaze, followed by the Auckland Aces versus the Wellington Firebirds. Play starts at 11:45. That's on Monday, Christmas Eve. I would not be missing that match. If you can see now from our live crowd shots, it is an absolute cracker of a day out here in New Lynn.
I'll certainly be there. I know you will be too, Nev.
Absolutely, would not be missing the summer of cricket.
Then there's the other big day is New Year's Day.
Absolutely.
Eden Park Outer Oval. If you could tell us who's playing that day, Nev, that'd be good.
Eden Park Outer Oval, that is a New Year's Day match, so big ups to anybody who can join us for that. And that will be the Auckland Hearts versus the Canterbury Magicians, followed by the Auckland Aces versus the Canterbury Kings, with play starting at 12:45.
That's right, and myself and Nevin will be roving around the crowd with a camera. So if you do come down, there'll be a chance to get up on the big screen.
Do say hi, reverse sweep out to the boundaries, and the field being quite fast out. Oh no, slowing down, and it's going to be safely fielded, and oh, nope, just two on that one, ladies and gentlemen.
That one in.
Yeah, and as we said, keep an eye on us at the first. We'll be roaming around with a camera, coming to you for a couple of comments from the fields, seeing how the summer is going for you guys, catching up how your New Year's and Christmas has been. As I was just telling Martin, the most exciting thing for me this year is challenging myself to do all my Christmas shopping in one evening before a midnight close. As we all know, up here in Auckland, the malls get busier and busier as we get closer and closer to the big days. And for those viewers like myself at home, who've left everything to the last minute, things do get exciting. Oh, and that is gone.
Pushed away for a single.
Pushed away, yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit of a debacle on your part there, Nev, but I'm yet to finish my own Christmas shopping, so I can hardly talk. But anyway, so yeah, it's like, again, the spin continues in Mangrove Head. This one's swept away.
And we have also had one of our crew members just signaling to us that all of his Christmas shopping has been done. It is in the bag, and he is ready to get out of town for a beautiful jaunt down the road to Whanganui to catch up with the family.
Yes, our team member there on camera has just signalled he's totally organised, and good on him for that one. He's doing a fantastic job out there on camera. It can't be much fun. I might actually see if he needs a drink, actually.
We're 43 for 2 after 10 overs. We'll be coming in with, again, some pace from the clubhouse ends here at Suburbs New Lynn Cricket Club.
Continue the theme of pace from the clubhouse end.
Oh, and a quick single here. Suburbs making very, very good work of this run chase at the moment. Runs 92 after 10 overs. That is 4.9 per over. Required 4.3, so yeah, keeping the score taking over. They've not been plagued with the steady loss of wickets as had East Coast in their innings.
And Cricket HQ's just come up with a new win probability of 76%. Not sure where they're getting that information
Push
from.
and all stumps come out. Valiant effort out there in the fields, but I think Suburbs are safely home.
That's going to take a little bit to
It is. That was a stumping with gusto, would you say, Martin?
I didn't actually catch it. I was checking the win percentage, but looking at the carnage there from what the stumps are doing, clearly it's going to take a while for them to repair that damage. Why don't you tell us what happened?
Yeah, pushing, trying to get that single back up and running.
Yeah. Got military medium coming in now from the club areas. It's a nice shot. But,
and it's through to cover.
Yeah. That's not a great miss. Not a great piece of fielding there. Just seemed to slip under him slightly.
And as we say, with a couple of wickets and a couple of misfields, we definitely have a game in our hands here again.
Yeah, it'd probably take a bit more than a couple, I think, of wickets in the wickets column, but you never know. Suburbs doing it pretty calm at the moment, pretty steady.
Keeping that scorecard ticking over.
Yeah, nothing aerial, nothing risky. Really Suburbs to lose at this point.
And this is Josh van der Sen coming to you from the clubhouse end. Big appeal.
No, nothing.
The finger does stay down.
I do apologise for the background noise again. We've got a bit of a young cricketers party going on.
A bit of a function going on behind us, ladies and gentlemen.
But they're having fun, so that's the main thing.
Absolutely, and on that note, there is another game going to be broadcast to you live after this, so plenty of more fun to be had out here in New Lynn. It is an absolutely cracker of a day, so we do encourage you, if you can get down, there is a beautiful sausage sizzle. We've got some lollies being handed out live on the sideline.
Mate from last week.
With our old stalwart Suburb supporter out there, Bruce, I believe his name is. If I am wrong, I do apologise. And we're having a change of bowling, now coming to you from the Mangroves end. We were 49 for 2 after 11 overs. We've got Ryan Schneihout into the attack. Oh, and the reverse sweep coming out again, and with the funny overlapping boundaries out here at Suburbs.
I think you'll find that was the classical sweep, wasn't it?
Was it? Yes, I am. I'm looking from the reverse side, from the clubhouse end out here.
I wouldn't want to call.
I've multiple things, multiple eyes, and multiple watching live from home. And if you want to tell us which matches you're keenly looking forward to over the summer, I am very interested to see India's tour of New Zealand. Very keen to see New Zealand hopefully take the series.
Yeah, that's going to be a massive series.
Absolutely, particularly with India losing to Australia midweek.
Yeah, it's certainly getting pretty heated over there.
It is.
Not two teams that are not huge fans of each other. Australia apparently playing nice this year. Coley, well, he's been Coley.
Yeah, well, yeah, we can say what you want there.
Yeah, but no, it's an interesting series, that one. Pity about the Sri Lankan test and the washout, but superb effort on the fourth day by Sri Lanka to save that
Superb
series.
effort, absolutely. And
what I
also
would've wanted.
got to give a shout out to Tom Lethan with an absolute cracker of a performance. Played for
That's a big
and it's
shot.
lifted high.
No, they have gone aerial.
Over extra cover.
That's four.
And that is 4.
That's gone all the way to the mangroves. So, no shot.
And if any of our viewers are familiar with any of our cricket clubs and venues down here in Auckland, we do have some pretty unusual fields. With Grafton potentially having some balls hit up onto the motorway overpass, the viaducts down there at Victoria Park, and down here in New Lynn with potentially a top edge or a nice clean hit being with the potential to be lifted away into the mangroves.
Yeah, it's starting to look easier and easier for batting now, isn't it, in the neck?
It is, it really is.
What are we in now?
We do apologise for any of the background noise here, ladies and gentlemen. It is a bit jovial as we having probably what is the last cricket lunch party before the summer.
Yes, this is the side effect of broadcasting from the club room and not having a commentary box.
I tell you what, I would have loved to have been broadcasting you live from the field, but I feel as if it would probably be absolutely boiling if we were down there at the moment.
Yes, that's correct, Nev. And we're up here, we've got our cameras up here, so we've got a good elevated coverage and height. So hopefully we'll bring in some fairly good images.
And at the end of the 12th over, or at the beginning of the 13th, we are 57 for 2.
So they're taking their time here. I thought they might have knocked them off a bit quicker, but they're still getting there quite.
Oh, and that is a beautiful shot.
It is a classical cover drive out towards deep cover. It's cut off, but lovely shot. And that one's played away. It's a cut, sort of streaky, slightly streaky, but it's chased out. They'll probably get 3 here.
Haven't seen many 3s this morning. Haven't seen many boundaries either.
Just the 2, but 58 for 2 now. Suburbs there, basically cruising. But we'll see how it goes.
But with a slight change, some spin in from the clubhouse end. Oh! Oh!
And not sure what's
yes,
going on here.
yes,
Yeah,
it
no,
looks,
it is a wicket.
yeah, that is a wicket.
Well, the Suburbs are East Coast Bays are certainly celebrating. Yes, he is walking off.
He is, yeah.
Took his time leaving. He looked like he didn't want to go, but he's.
Wasn't really much of an appeal. I don't know. It's been a bit unusual out there, particularly a couple of weeks ago. I'm not sure if any of our viewers at home had joined us, but we broadcast to you live from Papatoe, and old Pakuranga need to work on their celebrations as well. It's looks like it's a bit muted out there.
Was that the game where? No,
They were basically batting in the dark during the second innings.
I remember. I was thinking of Cornwall and some of the over-exuberance of one of the batsmen there towards the club rooms. He was not celebrating.
Was not happy after being run out.
Yeah, it was quite an interesting sight, that one, but that shows you how serious these guys take it.
Absolutely. We are 60 for 3 with the loss of that last wicket.
So there you
after, 12.3 overs.
Bit of hope for East Coast Bays.
Keeping the game alive, they will need to probably take another couple of wickets off to perhaps get their noses in it, but we are going to have an exciting game nonetheless.
What, this game? Yeah, well, it's still on. There's a chance for East Coast Bays. They're going to need to chip out a few more quickly though.
They
So-
will, but as we saw in the first innings, what a couple of steady wickets will do.
Yeah, look, anything can happen in cricket, as we know. No one would have expected Sri Lanka to survive.
To get through to a draw, and absolutely.
That wasn't on the
credit is
script at
due.
all.
No.
Um,
But then again, New Zealand does have a tendency with our weather to throw some unpredictable things at us.
well, that's the interesting thing about that game. Not to stop talking about this game, but would they have got them all out even if the weather was fine? They looked pretty locked in.
No,
there.
that's one thing I was talking to Martin as we were tuning in from work. I kept coming in and just saying, "Where's my wickets?"
Yeah.
After such a fast start the day before, what was it, 3 for 13 at one stage?
Yeah, that's correct. It's typical New Zealand pitch, so it flattened out to nothing, didn't it, from being
Yes.
opening day. So pushed away for another single there by Suburbs. Just to bring you up to speed, they have changed the script a little bit now, so we've now got spin on from the clubroom ends. That would be pretty sure that's Jaden Quinsell bowling. He's just finished a tidy over there, and he got a wicket. So.
Or maybe go to the crowd cab and I'll move that to where the barbecue is or something like that. Just move it. I'll keep the field in the cab. It's quite nice.
I'll be back in the box shortly. Just going check on the camera guy and see how he's doing. See if he needs a break. And I'll be back with you shortly. In the meanwhile, I'll leave you in the capable hands of Nev.
We will see you soon, Martin. As we've said, ladies and gentlemen, we've got the Spirit versus the Blaze kicking off very, very soon from Seddon Park in Hamilton. And I'm going to be joined once again by Heyman in the commentary box. Hey Heyman, how's the day going for you so far?
Yeah, no, pretty good.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks like Suburbs, coasting towards what looks like a victory here.
Having a very relaxed go at this run chase.
But like you've alluded to, I mean, stranger things have happened, so...
Stranger things have happened. Particularly, and that is a beautiful shot.
But those strange things aren't going to happen with shots like that.
And that is 4 runs. Another boundary to Suburbs New Lynn.
So at the same time, I'm just trying to switch the cameras, so apologies if I'm a little bit sort of delayed in some of my commentary or switching.
Ladies and gentlemen at home, if you do want to send any shout outs to be read out live on air, we're more than welcome and more than happy to do that for you.
And just a quick correction, I might have mentioned that Johnny Bassett Graham was keeping for Suburbs when in actual fact he wasn't. I just had a chat to him before, and it appears he's going to be keeping in the second game. But yeah, thanks Bevan for pointing out who the keeper was. Keep those comments coming through. And Cracknell was the keeper in the first innings.
As we also mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, broadcasting to you live from Suburbs Cricket Club, this is both Jeet Ravel and Martin Guptill's home grounds. So a good amount of history down here in these walls, on these fields.
Yeah, and they've produced some fantastic aces players as well. Sean Solier and the likes have come through. Michael Barry, sorry, just name just eluded me
Just
for a second.
just to name a few.
Yeah. And Jimmy Neesham actually came through this club as well.
Funny story. I was actually I went to school with Jimmy Neesham. I was in his class all through
okay.
high school at Old Auckland Grammar. One of the standout cricketers from very young into his career at Grammar, made our premier side as a fourth former, I believe. Yep. Was a very tall kid.
Oh, and I better not forget Raj Majitha, who made his Aces debut.
Aces debut.
Yeah,
yes.
So it's good to see that they're bringing through that talent. And, I mean, Kip Pereira does a fantastic job here, and the Suburbs facilities are just second to none. Probably the longest run-up in an indoor centre I've ever seen. So.
And we have Suburbs just ticking the score over nicely. We are 74-3 after 14.2 overs, as I'm reading on my scorecard. As we have said, we have a slight delay between what is actually happening live on the field and my scorecards being updated. Oh, timed beautifully out there.
So on my first stint of commentary, I gave a shout out to Donners, Ian Donnelly, but I'd like to also give a shout out to Kath Gurney. Kath's a fantastic lady and has been around the cricket scene for many years, and I've spent a lot of time working with her in the Auckland Cricket Office before we both moved on to other things.
For any of you viewers tuned in from home, why don't you tell us what your plans are for the summer? With me, I am just secretly hoping that Auckland stays dry. I treated myself partway through the year and I bought myself an electric bike, would you believe, ladies and gentlemen. After 15 years of not being on a bike, now you can't get me off it. And that is well struck. There's a fielder under it, and that is some safe hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apologies for that. Yeah, we might have missed that on the wide angle camera. But that brings it to 4 down, and according to Cricket HQ, I make it 74 after 15.
After 15, yeah.
Sorry,
So-
Nev, you were saying?
Yeah, I was actually going to cycle down here this morning, would you believe it? But getting out of bed in Auckland, being Auckland, I could not predict what the weather this afternoon was going to be. And sure, on a bike you get a little bit wet, but I was just being a little bit indulgent and I jumped in my car. But it would have been a beautiful cycle down here. If you can, do cycle down and do say hi.
Yep, so that was the wicket of Michael Barry. So out for 3, I believe, after 6 balls. James Parslow was still at the crease and batting exceptionally well.
Yes. 29 after facing 31 with a strike rate of 93.5. I will definitely take that. If you are going to be joining us, ladies and gentlemen, on any of the Super Smash days, tell us how you're planning on getting down to the ground. I know a couple of my friends are definitely planning on taking some lines down, I think. I'm going to be definitely on my electric bike. Being able to get in to the ground and cycle right up to the gate is something which is a bit of a treat with all the road closures which happen at Eden Park. We've also got some beautiful Pahutakawa trees, New Zealand's Christmas trees on the far side for any of our international viewers tuned in. Maybe we'll try and get you a nice close-up of those during our innings break. Really turning on a show for us across the mangroves there.
And you can see Louis' plan. He's he's crowded the bat, trying to prevent those singles.
they'll push.
Wanting Suburbs to go hard. So that's gone through third man, and 2 there. But yeah, it looks like a very crowded inner 30.
It is a bit of a crowded field, as we've been saying all morning. Again,
Oh, that's good.
oh yeah.
A bit quicker, that one.
Again, spin from the mangroves end.
So Victor on strike. And straight to cover.
Unfortunately, East Coast not defending a very large total. They were 91 for 10 after 19.5 overs. Suburbs at the moment are, according to my electronic scorecard here, 77 for 4 after 15.2, bowling from the mangroves end.
Yeah, I like what Louis doing here. He's trying to dart it in there, trying to avoid the batsman getting under the ball. So, but with the overs in hand and the runs required, I think Suburbs are pacing this.
And that is 77 for 4 at the end of the 16th over. 16th over, yeah. Tell you what, it is starting to get very, very hot up here in the clubhouse. If any of you kind viewers at home would love to treat us to an ice cream in the commentary box, that'd be brilliant. I am a hokey pokey man myself. I'm not sure about you, Haymond, but
Orange chocolate chip all the way.
orange chocolate chip. Good call. Good call.
Maybe the occasional lime goes a treat.
Oh,
but,
we'll go down a treat. Oh, some sorbet in the sun.
Yeah. But don't let my partner hear you.
It's not cheat day today. Tell you what, I am already starting to see all the rallies piling in from across the ditch and further afield into town for the Christmas break, and already the family are getting more and more indulgent with their food and drink. Had my uncle fly in last night from Adelaide, so shout out to Uncle Kevin from Adelaide if you are watching live. Oh, and that is beautifully struck.
Could be
Feels
a chance.
under it, but no, falls just short on the. Oh, and is it going to fall? Oh, bit messy out there on the boundary. Could have gone over. Had the potential to, but saved it just in time.
Very, very brave effort. I mean, to dive forward low to take a catch of that nature is very, very hard. So credit to the fielder for attempting. Oh, I heard that from Donners. just a little jibe at East Coast Bays there from me and Donnelly. If that was a Suburbs player, it was.
And picked
nice.
up.
Yeah, I think.
Under it.
Yeah, that's taken there. James was pretty disgusted with himself. I think he was trying to hit that further around.
And that'll be 81 for 5 after 16.4.
Well, it's starting to get could get interesting. A few
It
more
could
wickets.
get interesting with another 6 wickets. I mean, they've got another 10 runs or so to chase down this afternoon.
Yeah. The East Coast Bay scorer's certainly got plenty of belief. Yeah.
Gotta believe.
Yeah, that's it.
Absolutely.
I have 81, but I'm okay if you want to play
And do stay tuned with us, ladies and gentlemen. This afternoon we'll be broadcasting you a second game from Suburbs New Lynn.
So that was James, 31 off 33, and just with one boundary. But yeah, just a really, really good night, patient, and yeah, unfortunately couldn't see it through. But with 12 runs required, 11 runs required.
11 runs.
Should hopefully be comfortable with the tail, but yeah, we'll wait and see what happens.
getting back into the action here. 2 balls left in the over.
It's good to see the East Coast Bays hunting.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, when you're not, when you don't have something or a very big total to bowl against, it is good to see them that they haven't sort of hung their heads and given up with this. Keeping it competitive, keeping it interesting.
Yeah, in situations like this, it reminds me of what Nick White used to say quite a bit of. Nick works in the high performance unit with the DFH group. That fielding is very much around expect and want.
And and
it's easy to switch off on a hot day.
Exactly, exactly.
So to be in the game, to expect it, to want it.
And we are 82 for 5 after 17 overs here at New Lynn. Suburbs batting. Our current batsmen are G. Hannum and V. Davies. Going to be bowling to you from the Mangroves end. Got a bit of spin back into the attack again from the Mangroves end.
Yep, so protecting straight and fielders deep on the leg side. Victor on strike.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be stepping off the commentary briefly just to jump on camera, just to relieve one of the crew for a second. I will be back with you shortly.
Punch down the ground for a single. Brings Hannum to on strike.
Actually, I am mistaken, ladies and gentlemen. I am back. We could just cut to a wide if we do so need or so desire an alternative angle. Maybe what I will do is I will, after the end of this bowling spell, see if we can get a couple of card shots in.
So it's a single to deep mid wicket. Brings Victor back on strike. Oh, he sweeps that and back with a square just for a single there. Oh, straight through him. And they come back for 2. No, chipping away at the total. So 5 off that over. And Suburbs are 87 for 5. Chasing a target of 92. So it's change of bowler, Louis at the club room's end with Victor Davies on strike. Interesting, the field seems to have spread a little bit. Oh no, I say that. And deep mid on comes up into the 30. Maybe they're happy to concede the single. Get the new batsman on strike. A few
Afternoon again, guys. Getting pretty close here for Suburbs.
Oh, bowled him. Victor goes back on that one, and his middle stump gets knocked out of the ground.
Yeah, middle pole right out of the ground. Can't get much more conclusive than that. So it hasn't been all plain sailing for Suburbs, but they're closing in very close to this total now, only a couple of runs required.
So with that one, he was trying to hit into the spin and trying to hit it through the covers, so just got onto him too quick. And according to Crick HQ, Victor 8 off 13.
With a strike rate, I don't know, it was Davies, yeah, strike rate of 61.54. So yeah, they have been racing along, but that's comfortable enough, isn't it? Really, at this point, as I've been saying all day, if you're a betting man, or certainly from the second innings, you'd have your money strongly on. I think Auckland Cricket's got that score predictor thing. I'd say it'd be up to 99% now on Suburbs securing the victory.
Yeah, so two relatively new batsmen at the crease. And 5 runs required. Oh, sorry, correction, Cricket Shoes updated, so it's 89.
89 for 5.
Yeah, so 3 required. Oh, and they take a single, and what is the umpire called? No, he's in.
He's in, but what are they doing?
Oh,
They don't really need to do that. Be taking those at a risk at this stage, and they've still got 2 overs to get 3 runs. But
yeah, plenty of excitement with East Coast Bays on that one, but yeah, umpire deemed he was in, so game moves on.
yeah, certainly a slightly panicked single there. Though.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Not sure whether that was nerves or what was happening there. There was really no need for it, but they got through anyway. Spin again.
Oh, and they go again.
Yeah. Looks like they're trying to finish this one up.
Yeah. Okay, I'll make that scores tied.
Yep, which probably slightly behind on Crick HQ, but yeah, I think we're all tied up here, so just trying to get the job done now.
Yeah.
Yep, I can just see the scores saying the scores are tied, so winning next shot should next scoring shot should be the winning runs. Won't be that one though.
No. It's been a while since the last boundary as well, so I mean
Yeah.
the East Coast Bays, you know, they've definitely tried to defend that total, but it was never enough to begin with. So
No, it wasn't. They certainly did look motivated, though. I did see them in a team huddle, thinking they had a chance to defend this at one stage. So they believed.
yeah,
But,
yeah, that's true. And yeah, anything. I mean, as we've seen with points tables before, anything can change with a quick win and some momentum. So, but in this case, Suburbs, remain undefeated, and East Coast Bays move on to their next game against Kimu at 3 o'clock on the number 2 here at Ken Maunda. And Suburbs take on Takapuna.
oh,
Ooh,
soft dismissal.
Caught in a relatively slightly straighter mid-wicket position.
Yeah. So another soft dismissal. So they're making slightly hard work of the Suburbs, to be honest. But nothing like the game we saw on Thursday night, where it was massively high scoring. This one's
I think that's Dane Watson as well that chipped that one to that mid-wicket fielder.
Yeah, we're going with the reliable Crick info here, Crick HQ, sorry.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how that Takapuna Kimu game's going along.
But we're not broadcasting it.
No.
So is that another men's Premier League game, is it?
Yeah, so this is part of the double header.
Oh, right.
So yeah, round 4, and it's the same case. I mean, Colin Maiden Park have universities in Eden Roskell, and I believe Howick are based out there as well.
We'll be,
So, yeah.
we'll be broadcasting from the same location, this pitch though, I assume.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And who's up next?
So we'll have Suburbs and Takapuna.
Suburbs. Oh, so they're
Yeah.
playing twice today, Suburbs.
And that's
this
chipped
one
up.
there, and it's going to fall
pitched,
safely.
and yes, that's the single, that's the
And
run.
I believe that's the game.
Yep. So that that game starts at 3 o'clock. What we'll do is we'll continue with the stream, and we'll just put up some graphics. But yeah, the commentary
Yeah,
guys
well,
will take a break for a
yeah.
little while, Martin. And
Yeah, I think we're going to get some food and not much needed rest, and we'll be back with you. Is it 3 o'clock? Is it?
it's 3 o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we'll continue to bring some pictures through as we go, and yeah, keep those comments coming in as well.
Yeah. Thanks
Okay,
a lot. Cheers.
thanks.
See you soon. Bye bye. I'll get her to sing home.
for 1 year with David Trist in 84, 85 to Holland after having a couple of years in England, and then through to South Africa. So he said it'll cost you a year, because obviously their season's the same as ours, but you'll learn more and advance more in that year than you would sort of for 1 year with David Trist in 84, 85 to Holland after having a couple of years in England, and then through to South Africa. So he said it'll cost you a year. But you'll learn advance more in that year than you would for 1 year with Trist in 84, 85 to Holland after a couple of years in England, and then through to South Africa. So he said it'll cost you a year. But you'll learn more and advance more in that year than you would for 1 year with Trist in 84, 85 to Holland after a couple of years, and then through to South Africa. So he said it'll cost you a year. South Africa. So he said it'll cost you a year, because obviously their season's the same as ours, but you'll learn more and advance more in that year than you would sort of in a couple at home. So I went across in 85 and came back in 2002 married with children. South Africa. So he said it'll cost you a year, because obviously their season's the same as ours, but you'll learn more and advance more in that year than you would sort of in a couple of times. So I went across 85 and came back in 2002 married children full time in 96. We toured Australia with South Africa. So he said it'll cost you a year, because obviously their season's the same as ours, but you'll learn more and advance more in that year than you would sort of in a couple of times. So I went across 85 and came back in 2002 married children. South Africa. So he said it'll cost you a year.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're back again, slightly earlier than expected for the second game of the day, which is Suburbs again, this time playing Takapuna District Cricket Club. This time we've got Suburbs bowling. It's a good ball outside the off stump, quick one, a swing and a miss from Takapuna player. Wait for Cricket HQ to update a little bit because they think we were supposed to start at 3 o'clock, so. Do you want water? The bars. That's doing IOU. There's water in the thing.
So good afternoon everyone, welcome to round 5. So Takapuna and Suburbs.
Afternoon, Hammond. Good to see you back again.
Yeah, thanks Martin.
Now this swing and a miss. Some good pace bowling here from the Takapuna player.
So this is a top of the table clash and that's a good opening over there from Luke Devereux. Okay, I'll pass it on to Nevin.
Wrangle a few cords here to charge up the phone. So
Hi, welcome ladies and gentlemen. We've actually kicked off 10 minutes early for this afternoon's game, Suburbs versus Takapuna Cricket Club, broadcast live from Suburbs Cricket Club out here in New Lynn.
Welcome back, Nevin.
Thanks, Martin.
Fixing a few technical difficulties there.
Had a couple of brief hiccups.
Technical difficulties.
The technical difficulties.
There's a little bit of scratch there now I can hear, but we're all right.
So speaking of technical difficulties, because we have kicked off 10 minutes early, my electronic scoreboard has not updated yet, unfortunately, so we are still showing 0 for 0 after 0 overs, but we are clearly 2 overs deep, I think. And actually kicking off in about an hour at Seddon Park in Hamilton, we've got the Spirit versus the Blaze kicking off the Burger King Super Smash for the 2018 summer season. Do join in, that will be broadcast live from Sky Sport. It'll be a cracker of a game. Look, if the weather in Hamilton's anything like it is today in Auckland, it is an absolute cracker of a day. Shaped up to be a beautiful afternoon here in New Lynn. The sun is shining down and it is very, very warm. So if you do have an afternoon to spare, viewers at home, do meander down. We are broadcasting live from the second floor of the new New Lynn Cricket Club. And as that shot is cut away and safely out to the boundaries, and it looks like, no, no, that is 4 runs. I didn't know whether I'd made it down to the boundary, but that is, that did make it down. 4 runs. As you said, ladies and gentlemen, I am flying blind here. I don't have a scorecard up currently that is live and updating, but we will endeavour to bring that to you as quickly as possible.
Who are you logged in as? Just you?
Me.
Sweet. Oh, I don't know.
Though how accurate is, I am slightly dubious. Our live score is showing 0 for 0 after 0 still. I'm still waiting for an update from the scoreboard down here.
While we're waiting again, let's see, join the chat. I see we've got a couple of people tuned in, so yeah, lovely to hear from you.
Yeah, do give us a shout, ladies and gentlemen, if you are out there watching us live.